Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the Miami Marlins. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
And the series started out like you might expect. The home side taking care of business in game 1. But this game today is going to reveal a lot about what this series will become. Will it be a battle for 6 or 7 games, or will it be a walkover? Those are the questions that we start getting more clarity on after game 2.
I have a feeling it's going to be a good one, Chris. This should be fun. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And our pitcher tonight, Braxton Garrett. What do you have on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jacob Young. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Lunges for it, but can't make the catch.
Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Michael Garcia. Young on at first, nobody out. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage. Well, this team was shut out in the previous game, and I'm really interested to see what do they talk about in that hitters meeting that's going to translate into the game and help them get on that scoreboard.
Makes the catch for the out. And there are 2 down. It's lineup time, Singy. Here's what they have up their sleeve for game 2.
And there's extra pressure on this group after losing the opener. They'll do whatever it takes to avoid that dreaded 2-0 World Series deficit. Look for them to be aggressive, but they can't be reckless in this one.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in game 2 of the World Series.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Rojas pulls it down, and that'll do it. So 1 left for Kansas City. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. This is the World Series on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And getting to start, Cole Ragans. What do we have on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Bottom of the first, and at the plate for Miami, Johan Rojas. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. It's lineup time, Singy. Here's what they have up their sleeve for game 2.
This group is feeling great after winning the opener, Boo. Keep the good vibes going today, and they could find themselves up 2-0.
This is Bryson Stott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr.
And what makes him even quicker is the fact that he's so dialed in on the pitch as it's moving through the hitting zone. He can see how that hitter's lined up, what he's trying to do, and where that pitch is going to end up, which gives him that really quick first step. And that's why
that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Scoreless after one. Game 2 of the World Series. So up now for Kansas City, Brett Wisely. On the ground, right side. Wade takes it himself, and a quick out, number one. The atmosphere around postseason baseball, there really isn't anything like it in the sport. It's the time of year where the rally towels come out and the crowd energy gets cranked up even higher. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
You look up in the stands in games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together, and it can be hard as a player not to get distracted by that kind of energy.
And that's a fair ball. So a man at first. And next up for the Royals. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Here's a 1-2. Cut on and lifted in the air. Cruz puts it away for the out. And there's two away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And to the plate for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino. Weimer stands at second with two gone. And it is 2-1.
2-1.
And that clips the inside corner.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Got him looking for the K. A controversial called strike three to end the inning.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now here's the Marlins DH, MJ Melendez. Melendez recently taking home Player of the Month honors. 1-1 now. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish. And I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Makes the grab, one down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
One out, base is empty. And that drops in for a strike.
Count it 3-2.
That's hard hit in the line. Weimer makes the play. 2 down. At the plate, Trey Sweeney. And now the lefty. Comebacker to the mound. gets it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park, on to the 3rd inning, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Freddie Fermin, the 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Jacob Young steps in for the Royals. Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 balls,
Top of the
2
3rd,
strikes.
no score. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's to 3rd, and that's a fair ball. Now he turns and heads for 2nd. The throw in there. That's a double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Michael Garcia now at the plate. Man at 2nd. And down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Ripped to 3rd, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Royals leave 1, and we're still knotted at 0. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now for the Marlins, Connor Wong. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Now it's the right fielder, Dylan Cruz. On the ground, could be 2. To 2nd for 1. On to 1st, double play.
Going very fast development play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
Here's Bobby Dahlbeck. 2 down, nobody on. Outside low, and it's 2-1. Two outs. Lifted in the air, out to left. Vierling makes the grab, and that is that. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We head to the 4th inning now in game 2. No score. Back here in Miami, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Wilson Contreras. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And Contreras is retired. Brett Wisely steps in for the Royals. Garrett ready to fire now. And it stays fair.
He was all over that one. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So up now for Kansas City, Joey Wiemer. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Matt Vierling steps in for the Royals. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Rojas sizes this one up, and that is that. So 1 left for Kansas City, and we are still scoreless. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Johan Rojas. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about. Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
On the ground to short. Slings to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Bryson Stott digs in now. Base is empty, 1 away here in game 2 of the World Series. And he walked him.
Take your base.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
1 down. So here's Wade now. Wade with some impressive production lately. Step off, throw to first, and he's back in safely.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's
runner on the go. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Stop. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and the Marlins have the lead. Lead runner stops at second.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
One out, runner at second. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, MJ Melendez. Out towards right center field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Taylor Ward, the next up for the Marlins. Two one now. What a stop. And very nicely done for the out.
Excellent stop right there. He wants to take it himself, waves the pitcher off, and continues to run into the dugout.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Now fly ball to right center. Cruz sizing this one up, and he makes the catch. One up, one down. And here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Jacob Young. Right through there for a strike.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Down the line, and it's foul. Man at first, one away. On the ground, and that hits the bag. Not in time. He's safe.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And now it's going to be Michael Garcia. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 3-1.
Yeah, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact.
Line, and that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. He'll score easily. It's 1-1.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
2 on, 1 out. Now the batter now, Bobby Witt Jr. There goes the runner. Line drive, and this might be trouble. 1 runs in. Garcia rounds third, headed for the plate. Across is the runner from first. It's 3-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Man at second.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Calls it in, and there's 2 away. Throw behind the runner, they've got him doubled off. But 3 score in the inning, 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching the World Series on the show. Game 2 of the World Series. And at the plate for Miami, Trey Sweeney. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Up the middle to first. 1 up, 1 down. Connor Wong, the next up for the Marlins. The Royals up by 2, last half of inning number 5. On the ground to the left, Witt. In plenty of time to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
And now the right fielder, Dylan Cruz.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Out to short. Witt over to first. Marlins set down in order. And the Marlins down quietly. Score holds. It's 3-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the second baseman, Brett Wisely. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Nabs it, 1 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
So digging in, Joey Wiemer. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Almost 100 pitches through 5 1/3 innings. I'm thinking he's probably done in the next couple of batters.
Next offering in there for a strike. It's 2-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Matt Vierling steps in for the Royals. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 2 of the World Series. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Inside. And it's 2-2. And they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. He saw a lot of pitches in that at bat and found a way to win the battle. And next up for the Royals, Vinny Pasquantino. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Royals 3 and the Marlins 1. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Bobby Dahlbeck. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Next pitch misses, and now it's filled up 3-2. That one ripped. Young makes the grab on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Back to the top of the Miami order. And up next for Miami, Johan Rojas. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Young under it. And it's caught for the out. And now for the Marlins, Bryson Stott. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Young makes the catch, and that'll do it. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Jarred Koenig.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now it's going to be Jacob Young. Runner on the go. On the ground to third. Zips it to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Brings it in, and there's 2 down. Bobby Witt Jr., the next to hit.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Royals 3 and the Marlins 1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. That's off the inside corner. Now 2 balls and a strike. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Lucas Erce appears to be getting loose. Boovie getting loose as well. That one fouled off. 2-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
MJ Melendez, the next up for the Marlins. Way high.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it. This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings.
This one's into the gap in left center, and that should be extra bases. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
One out. Runner at second. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Fermin down to first with it. And there's two gone following the strikeout. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Nice job recovering to complete the strikeout at first base right there. And even though the runner from second does move up to third, it's not a big deal in this situation now that there are two outs. Just makes blocking pitches in the dirt to this next batter even more critical.
Tying run at the plate. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. And that's off the inside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And that's ripped for a base hit. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single. They trail by 1. It's 3-2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Cole Reagan's out of the game, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break. So the Royals bring on a new arm, Lucas Erce. He has a great slider with tons of movement. So 2 down. Connor Wong, the next up for the Marlins. Runner takes off. And the count 1-2. Two outs. That's out to center field. Young has a beat on it. And that is the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back here at Lone Depot Park, we're at the top of the 8th, and now Wilson Contreras. Fouls one off. 2-2. And Wilson down on strikes. And to the plate for Kansas City, Brett Wisely. Line drive. They got it for out number 2.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 down, bases empty. Joey Wiemer steps in for the Royals. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 2. That pitch in for a strike, and the count is 2-2. Just missed. Struck him out looking. KC down in order, but they're up 3-2. Back here in Miami, now it's the right fielder, Dylan Cruz.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Looking to get the tying run on base. In the air, center field. Young on his way over, and there's 1 down. Here's the third baseman, Bobby Dahlbeck. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in game 2 of the World Series. And a foul ball, he stays alive. One down, base is empty. Inside. And it's 3-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Base hit center field. And the tying run is on base.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Back to the top of the order now. Johan Rojas getting ready to hit. Grounds one to short. Witt throws across the diamond, and they got him.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Lucas Erce gives way, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Angel Serpa on to pitch here.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Now a chance for Bryson Stott.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
With the tying run at second, here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Inside ball 3.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And that drops in for a strike.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
And at the plate for Miami, Lamont Wade Jr. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Hammered on the line, base hit. Fires to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. Back even, it's 3-3.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Melendez will hit next. And that misses. And that's ball 2.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
And that one fouled off. Stop. The lead runner out at second. Wade at first. 2 out of the inning. On a line. Snags it on the run. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. We're tied now with 3 apiece. We go to the 9th. Now the left fielder, Matt Vierling. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swing and a ball popped up. Stop. Hauls it in for the out. Vinny Pasquantino now at the plate. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. All tied up here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Next is the Royals catcher, Freddie Fermin. 2 down, nobody on. Way out front for strike 2.
2-2 the count.
Two out, space is empty. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Royals set down in order. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. All tied up at 3 apiece. New pitcher in the game for the Royals, Tommy Boovie. And now for the Marlins, Taylor Ward. Here's a high chopper. Witt zips it across. 1 out, bottom of the ninth. And the batter will be the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Line drive, base hit.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Connor Wong, the next up for the Marlins. Laser, base hit. Ball back in a hurry, and the winning run now at second with only 1 away. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
First and second, 1 out. Dylan Cruz, the next up for the Marlins. The 1-1. And it's fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 1 away, and the game-winning run stands at second. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two on, 1 out. Missed with a changeup. The count now 2-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Stays alive. Winning run stands at second. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Makes the grab, and there's two gone. And up next for Miami, Bobby Dahlbeck.
It's a good spot to be in. With runners on first and second, you know the pitcher is going to come after you.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Ripped to short. They get the force. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. So they can't come up with the winning run, and that means we'll have to go a little longer here tonight to find a winner. All tied up at 3 apiece. Christian Scott taking over on the mound. Ball to strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Last thing he wants to do is nibble, load up the bases, and then walk in the winning run.
Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths, it's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
That one a little bit high, and it's 2-1. And a big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Back to the mound. He's got it. Tosses to first. 2 in a row set down to start the 10th.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Bobby Witt Jr., the next to hit. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. On to the bottom of inning number 10. All tied up at 3 apiece. And we're back. We're in extras here. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Johan Rojas. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And there's one away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Bryson Stott digs in now. And that's hammered into right field, and that's a base hit.
Well, I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Throw to first, and he's back in easily.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Stepping in, Lamont Wade Jr. Throw, save! And the winning run is now in scoring position. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
High fly ball out into left center field. Squeezes it, and there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And now here's the Marlins DH, MJ Melendez. Swung on, belted. That's back. Out of here. Ball game. He circles the bases, and the Marlins walk it off in game 2.
Well, in the postseason, there's so much excitement, so much energy, everyone hanging on every single pitch. To have a walk-off win under these circumstances, these people have gone crazy. What a nice win, but you got to turn the page quickly to come back for the next game.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.